Once upon a time, nestled in a small, quiet village, there lived a couple whose hearts were as pure as morning dew. They were known for their honesty and kindness, though their lives were a constant struggle against poverty. For many years, their home was silent, missing the laughter of a child. Then, one miraculous day, their prayers were answered. The wife gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. This child became the center of their universe. Every coo, every smile, every tiny grasp of his hand filled their small hut with immeasurable joy. They poured all their love into him, sacrificing what little they had to ensure he was cared for. Though their meals were meager and their clothes were worn, their love for their son made them feel like the richest people in the world. They worked tirelessly, the father in the fields and the mother at home, their days filled with the sweet melody of their son's presence. But life, as it often does, presented them with a cruel twist of fate. When the boy was just 3 years old, a sudden and severe illness befell him. The parents were frantic. They spent every last coin they had on remedies, stayed up through countless nights, and prayed with all their might. They watched helplessly as their vibrant little boy grew weaker and weaker. Despite their desperate efforts, despite all their love and tears, the illness claimed him. Their world, once so full of light, plunged into darkness. The silence in their home was now deafening, a constant reminder of their profound loss. The father, his heart shattered into a million pieces, wrapped his son's small, still body in a clean cloth, with tears streaming down his face, blurring the path before him. He carried his beloved child to a gentle hill behind their house. There, under the shade of a lone tree, he dug a small grave. Each shovelful of earth felt like a piece of his own heart being torn away. He buried his son, whispering a final choked-up goodbye. That night, sleep offered no escape. The father tossed and turned, his mind replaying the happy, fleeting moments with his son. Then, in the deepest part of his slumber, a dream came to him. It was vivid and surreal. A figure, bathed in a soft, ethereal light, stood before him. The figure's voice was like a gentle chime, filled with warmth and compassion. "Your love is pure, and your kindness has not gone unnoticed," it said. "Your goodness has touched the heart of heaven itself. Tomorrow, when the sun rises, go back to your son's grave. A gift awaits you there." The father awoke with a start, the dream still lingering in his mind like a fragrant mist. Was it just a cruel trick of his grieving heart, or was it something more, a sliver of hope, or perhaps just curiosity compelled him to act? As the first rays of dawn painted the sky, he rushed out of the house and up the hill, his heart pounding in his chest. He reached the spot where he had laid his son to rest. He stopped, his breath catching in his throat. He couldn't believe his eyes. Where the small mound of earth had been, there was now a pile of gleaming, shining gold coins. They shimmered in the morning light, a treasure beyond his wildest imagination. For a moment he just stared, utterly astonished. Then his knees buckled, and he fell to the ground, tears welling up in his eyes once more. But these were not just tears of sorrow. They were mixed with awe and a profound sense of wonder. He reached out a trembling hand and touched the cool, smooth surface of a coin. "Oh, my child," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion, "even in leaving us, you have found a way to bless us. You have brought us this fortune." He gathered the gold, his mind reeling. This wealth could change their lives forever, lifting them from the clutches of poverty. The couple's lives were transformed. They were no longer burdened by the daily struggle for survival. They had a comfortable home, good food, and warm clothes. But the gold did not heal the hole in their hearts. Not a day went by that they didn't think of their son. His memory was a precious, bittersweet treasure that they held onto tightly. They knew this gold was a gift, a blessing that came from their love for him. So they decided to use it in a way that would honor his spirit. They took a portion of the gold and began to help the other poor families in their village. They provided food for the hungry, medicine for the sick, and support for those in need. Their home, once filled with sorrow, became a beacon of hope and generosity for the entire community. Whenever they gave to others, they felt a sense of peace, as if their son was smiling down on them. They believed that by spreading kindness, they were keeping his memory alive and turning their personal tragedy into a source of good for many. Their stories spread throughout the village and beyond. People would look at the couple's kindness and the good they did, and they would nod in understanding. It's true, they would often say to one another, "True love and genuine kindness never truly vanish." They simply find a way to return to the world, often in another, more beautiful form. The couple's love for their son had not ended with his passing. It had multiplied, touching countless lives and proving that the best parts of us live on through the goodness we share. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more tales that warm the soul. We'll see you in the next one.